Today, I want to talk to you about overnight success. When we hear about someone making it big in life, it catches our attention. And of course, we all want the 411 on how they became an overnight success. But without the right understanding of what success truly means, people often get lost in their pursuit. Think of it this way. Who wants to learn by making their own mistakes? Who wants to pay a ton of money for a mentor, networking mixers, grandiose events, and workshops, or even buy expensive millionaire books and sign off on a share of profits to a greedy investor and get in debt and fail without even starting? Is really success a compromise of your values? Is it worth lying, stealing, cheating, ignoring your family and close relationships, damaging your health in order to achieve this overnight success and lose your soul in the process? I think the answer is clear. No one. Let's get straight to the point. There's actually only two ways to make this happen. You either follow people and find this fleeting success and yet lose your soul, or you can follow God and find life, riches, and honor, just like it says in Proverbs 22:4. Apostle Paul was an expert in success, and let's see what he had to say about it in 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24 through 27. Don't you realize that in a race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize? So run to win. All athletes are disciplined in their training. They do it to win a prize that will fade away. But we do it for an eternal prize. So I run with purpose in every step. I'm not just shadow boxing. I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. It's interesting. Note verse 25. He says, they do it to win a prize that will fade away. In other words, when we choose the wrong goals and chase after riches like Bill Gates, or chase after the power of Vladimir Putin, or maybe fame of Will Smith, or influence of Elon Musk, what will happen is we can get caught up with chasing after the wrong success, which Paul says will fade away, and often will actually leave a person in shambles. On the other hand, the way to go after the right success is actually fairly simple, but it does take sacrifice, and it does take discipline. And Paul actually tells us the secret of how this can happen in Romans 6:11. He says, so you also should consider yourselves to be dead to the power of sin and alive to God through Christ Jesus. In essence, what Paul is saying here is that if we're born again, if we are the children of God, we actually have the power to discipline ourselves in our minds to go all out on our goals. Yet this will only happen when we resist sinful temptations and recognize in our mind that we are free from the bondage of sin. You see, when we go around through our day, we should be saying to ourselves that we're no longer slaves to our impulses. We're no longer slaves to overspending, to overeating, to using bad language, to getting upset and getting offended by others. We're no longer slaves to be engaging in all sorts of impure and destructive behaviors. And why? It's because Jesus Christ has actually freed us from all these things. And then, and only then, we can effectively focus and discipline ourselves to finally enjoy the benefit of this freedom from addictions and bad habits that are actually weighing us down. Freedom to overcome sicknesses, fear, depression that has actually plagued our family line for generations. We can finally enjoy confidence, optimism, an ability, and a grand purpose in life with a trust in God that He is our Father, that He is our guide, He is our mentor, He is a friend, and that His plans for us are for good, to give us a hope for tomorrow and a bright future with Him. So let me encourage you, it's worth resisting sin by forgiving when we are wrong. It's worth repenting when we slipped and sinned again. It's worth encouraging and putting another person above ourselves. It's worth taking refugees into our home coming from a crisis. It's worth keeping our peace and not getting offended when other people put us down. It's absolutely worth achieving this overnight success, knowing that what we do matters right now, because most importantly, it pleases God, it improves our lives and the lives of people around us. And this benefit of this success will last forever.